Hey everybody! So I'm going to do a flip through of the Traveler's Journal that I keep with Taylor Ann before I put it in its little box of goodies and Happy Mail and send it to her tomorrow. I have had it since the beginning of October, and I put in everything up until the end of January. So I'll start February 2019 whenever I get it back. This is a notebook, Traveler's Journal, that I keep with Taylor Ann. We kind of treat it like a pen pal situation and a Happy Mail situation all rolled into one. I'm going to be pretty quick about the flip through because it's huge. So I can't go through and show you each and every little baby thing and where it came from. If there's something that you're interested in or you want to know where it came from, comment down below. I'm happy to recall what it is. I'll rewatch the video if I have to, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you know for sure. I just think it would be way too long to explain where each and every little piece came from, and that's pending on me also knowing her stuff as well. So here goes. I decorated the cover. She did the little chalk kind of texture stickers, and then I did the Our Love Ain't Nothing But a Monster with two heads. It's just one of my favorite songs or lines from a song, so I thought that was a cute little way to decorate the cover. This is a label from one of my favorite beers, and it's a local brewing company here in Georgia. This was from the Blood Wolf Moon. We got really great pictures. This was a really cool Sunday fun day, and I wrote all about it on the back. I'm going to try to just do this about moments, not necessarily supplies. I had a really cool fishing day. It was my first fishing trip, and I was the first person to catch a fish, and I ran a 5K that morning, so it was definitely a very full day. I went on to have a little too much wine and temporarily misplaced my phone until 6 o'clock the next morning, and it had 1% battery life, and it was on the picnic table on the lake, unharmed, and we found it using Find My iPhone, which was hysterical because it kept trying to tell us it was in the lake, and it was on the dock that goes over the lake, so it was really funny. Some Taylor moments and her cute puppy. This is just a cute little pocket holding an awesome sandwich that I made. And there's other flip through videos as well that you can watch, where it talks about everything up until this point, and I think I'm a little bit more detailed. This is all kind of in that. I'm trying to just talk about kind of new stuff I've put in. This was my first selfie with Jeff, which was really cool, because we've known each other for a really long time, and we were at a show that I had been waiting to go to for a really long time. And these are actually from his back porch. It's a beautiful back porch that backs up to the lake. A perfect place to drink coffee and wine. And I did plenty of that last summer, and I cannot wait to start doing it this year. For Halloween, I was kind of a glamp vamp is what I started to call it. Or a retro vamp, and it was really cool. The pictures on my Instagram, but I did this painted version in my Hobonichi, and I was really proud of it. On the flip side is the second picture of Jeff and I, and we were very drunk. We were at Halloween Horror Nights. It was his first trip, which was really fun to go on. I got my hair done. Sorry, a lot of this is going to be a fun flipping project. I got my hair done, so I'm actually I'm even blonder now than when I took that picture, but I've definitely been adding in all of the pretty balayage. This is my first hike up Stone Mountain. Oh, Jeffrey's back in the background. Oh, so this is Binks and Gertie. They basically got busted snuggling by the heater, which was hysterical because she's the typical younger sister that acts like she's too cool for him, and he's adorable because all he wants to do most of the time is just cuddle with her and try to bond with her. Little pocket that I made and did some cute little Studio Calico stamps on. This is actually a really cool little collage that I did. It's also on my Instagram. It's my mom and I at the second Cher concert here, my first one here, and this is this year's. So I've seen Cher say farewell 3 times now, which is a really cool thing, and it was a great experience, so I was really happy about that. This is a cool little insert. It's actually 2 that I glued together and then put in here. They are the photo inserts from the Pottery Barn frame inserts that we would get, and I just kept a bunch of them. The seals kissing is another one. These are just some cute pictures from Cher in a little pocket that I built. This picture is amazing, and I hate that the stamp kind of did some weird stuff down here. I should have just let it say perfect and been done. But unless you are really looking for it, you won't see the like horizon line. And it was just perfect. It was the most perfect photo. Beautiful. What you don't know, it's about an hour after this. The skies opened up, the rain poured down, the waves were crazy, freezing cold rain in our faces trying to get back to shore. It was crazy, but that's the Gulf of Mexico for you guys. And I wrote about it on the back. This is my little mountain excursion. It was my first trip to Helen. So we went to the Habersham Winery. We went to Tallulah Falls. We went to Black Rock. And so I took lots of little selfies and pictures. It was beautiful. I actually just got back from Helen on Sunday. And it's Thursday night now, and I'm hopefully going to post this video tomorrow, so it's not super behind, but, it was my second trip this time, obviously, but I went back for my birthday, because I had such an awesome time and thought it would make for a great birthday trip. So this is a hard one to like flip through and do on camera, so I'm going to try to do it as best I can. This is like an insert that she put in, and then I just widened it and used all of it to write about all of my summer concerts. I went to so many summer shows. It was insane. So my first one started June 14th. I did Rascal Flatts and then Keith Urban. Dierks Bentley was wonderful. I'm going to see him again this year, and I'm super excited for that. And then I have Five Finger Death Punch, Breaking Benjamin, Shinedown and Godsmack, Lady Antebellum, and Daughtry. Sorry, brain fart. It's getting late here. Were my last 2. This was crazy. These were back-to-back shows, and it was time to call the season quits because I was just over it. It was a crazy 2 nights. A chick tried to fight me at Lady Antebellum, which was crazy and in really poor taste of her because my mom works there. So my mom was not really thrilled with her and had her removed very promptly. And then Daughtry and my mom pretty much got into an argument because she wouldn't shut up about her job to everybody, and it was really annoying me, and I was just trying to spend time with her. So it's just a really long discussion of that. Yeah, I think I talk about some other not so awesome highlights of that, but it was a really interesting 2 nights, and I didn't go to another show for the rest of the year because it was just too much. This is Daisy, and that is Jeff's dog. I've known Daisy for as long as I've known Jeff. She's hilarious. We give her so many nicknames. It's unreal. I feel like I need to dedicate an entire page to her nicknames because we've called her so many. And then this is a picture of my new tattoo, Just Keep Swimming. I had it touched up right before Rascal Flatts and had just enough time to decide I was going to go to the show, get home, throw some makeup on my face and clothes that were appropriate, and get to the show. And I started leaking the fluid. It was really bad. I don't recommend that. Don't go get all concert ready post tattoo. This is just a bunch of holiday goodness. So one of my favorite things with the holidays is this hot cocoa from Malvi. You can order it off a website, but they have a food truck kind of deal. It's a hot cocoa truck that is at a mall near me. And so I usually will go out to it and get at least 1 cup. And I was having a lot of trouble getting into holiday mode because this was my first year in 11 years that I did not work at Christmas. Or work in retail at all, but also not really work in in that kind of atmosphere for Christmas. So it's really bizarre. And it took me a really long time to kind of get into it. What helped is a couple days before Christmas, I went to go see my granny and surprise her, and my nephews happened to be there. They're technically my cousins, but I call them my nephews because I'm so much older than them. And they call me Auntie Becca, so it works. But we were all there. It was all 3 grandkids, and we got a picture with her, which we don't have. So that was really cool. Even though it was not the best quality, it was cool to have everybody in one picture. This is actual Christmas Day. So it's me and Gert with his adorable Christmas bow, and it's Daisy in her Santa suit. These were already stamped in. I did that quite some time ago, but I did the I got your back if you got mine, 1 foot in front of the other from Walk the Moon. But I did the am I the king of nothing at all, then you're the queen of nothing at all coming out of him. And they kind of have this Mad Men vibe, so I liked the idea of it all together. I'm sorry if I sound nasally. It's definitely pollen season here, so my eyes are watering. There's lots going on. This was probably my favorite trip, or part of a trip. And I don't even know how long. I loved Helen. Don't get me wrong. I thought Helen was beautiful. I went back for my birthday, but this was my first choice to try to go back to, but it's just too cold in March to do that. But Jacksonville Beach specifically was amazing. I tried oysters for the first time. I did them raw, and I'm a picky eater, so that was incredible. The beach was beautiful. The sunrise and sunset, beautiful. We actually got coffee and watched the sun come up. And if you go on my Instagram, you can see the time lapse of the sunrise. I love this picture because obviously I have Just Keep Swimming and the purple shell tattooed on me. So I was like, I wonder if purple shells really do exist. That would be cool if I could find one. And not that long of a while later, Jeff came back with purple shells for me, and so it kind of became a cute little collection, and I still have them, and I love them, and I think it's so cool that I have purple shells, and that he got them for me. So that was just cute. So about the Daughtry thing and me fighting with Mom. So there was a lot going on with this. So I had gotten my hair done 2 days beforehand to the blonde. And if you've ever gone from being dark, or whether it's from a bottle or not, or you're naturally dark, to blonde, you know that one of the hardest things to do is combat the yellow. And I was struggling. So as you can see, it's like very yellowy compared to some of the really cool pictures and the pretty pictures of my hair. So I was mad that my hair was just gross yellow. I was not happy. Daughtry was not in a fantastic mood, truth be told, because we kind of came in on the tail end of him casually meeting and greeting by his bus. This was not planned at all. This one was way more fun. What's on? Oh, there we go. Lord Jesus. This was way more fun, impromptu, totally natural and organic. This felt so forced. It was not a good experience. And then Mom and I kind of started arguing from that point because she spilt my fries because she was so excited that she knocked my fries. It was crazy. It just kicked everything off the wrong way. It was just not fantastic. I did put in these little wise word things, and then the habits to prosper, I think, is the other one. I just thought they would make good little inserts. Back here, Tay and I have been doing little notes to each other. I'm not going to read it because it's more of like our personal stuff, but that's where those get kept. I added this little quote in here too. Ships at a distance have every man's wish on board. For some, they come in with the tide. For others, they sail forever on the horizon. Never out of sight, never landing until the watcher turns his eyes away in resignation. His dreams mocked to death by time. That is the life of men. Sounds really sad, but I like the quote. So that's the book at this point in time in all of its chunky glory. Like I said, I didn't want this to be a super duper long video, so I'm not going through every nitty gritty detail. Just a good solid little flip through. If there's something that you want to see more of, or you want to know what it was, or ephemera, or anything like that, please feel free to comment. I'm happy to answer any questions. I just wanted to keep in mind you probably didn't want to watch a 45-minute plus long video. So I hope everybody is enjoying 2019 and happy crafting and doing all of that jazz. I can't believe April is in a couple days. And I hope everybody's getting excited about spring and not too congested. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Thumbs up if you like it. Hopefully you will. And please feel free to comment down below. Happy to answer any questions.